Buffing up his the birds, his soul assumption's a lot of free damage, and he naturally buys a lot of aura items.
Only really favored if you've got Grave Shell active, and it's a lot of mana level 1. That's a dead end.
Yeah, the Burrow Strike into the arrow. That is just a classic Dota combination right there. A kill combo that Pumpy is able to secure the last. Has a serious level advantage. Maybe he's like level 4 or something. Then it'll feel a little bit better. They're going to go on to Shad now. Shad actually takes the time to go for the deny here, but it looks like he's going to die. Have to TP back into lane, so things not going so hot for Viking GG right now.
Yeah, Marana twice. He's always been a fan. That was a long time ago. Wow. Aramis?
Stuck inside the trees here.
The blocks.
Just being perfectly body blocked by Matamba Man. Hey Kyle, do you know if there are no trees and you lay
as you attempt to do so, it's just not a feasible proposition.
Miss Burrow Strike a little bit too slow for that, Zai, but Nisha's going to come in and they're going to see if they can get some kills. Matamba Man's going to join in on the process. They're going to go for kills and then go for the tower immediately afterwards. Shad's going to actually pop his ultimate here, see if he can get away and maybe jump to the mid lane.
Your cores simply don't farm nearly as fast.
A smoke move. This would be a really big kill if they can get it. Slow him down long enough for the stomp to be able to land. Look at those blocks. Body blocks, though. Boom is having a hard time getting around it. And now they're actually going to be able to turn things around. With the Moonlight Shadow, Zai's going to be able to get nice and close before he pounces with that Burrow Strike. The arrow slides on by. Aramis was able to dodge it, but he had to go back into Matamba Man's range, and he's going to cop a lot of damage for it, and very likely go down anyway, as he doesn't really have anywhere else to juke. He goes for the stomp, but he gets hit by the Wrath of Nature, revealed by the Sprout, and brought down before the start. Very well with that.
Indeed. We see it with Terrorblade as a counter to the Veno. Visage is the same deal, just so much raw physical damage. These wards die immediately. Aramis.
Is the arrow going to be there in time? Nature's Path goes and tries to slow down Aramis. They're still going to be able to get this kill. Toby actually gets a pretty decent Nova, but there's no follow-up damage off of it. Boom's here, and he's in dragon form too, but he does not feel good about this fight at all because everybody from Secret is able to show up at a moment's notice.
And I love this. Look, I mean, Veil into Pipe. That's the thing I love about Secret, and what I think they just do better than almost other teams, if not all other teams, is their item decisions. It always just makes sense.
Arrow slides in, hits Toby. They're going to be able to finish him off pretty easily. Now, Zai gets a little bit low, but anybody who sticks around and tries to go for that kill is going to be caught by the Visage. Double kill for Yapstor. And Aramis, fortunately, his movement speed.
Always rotate a core around the 6 to 8 minute mark and leave Puppy or Yapstor, whoever's on that key hero for XP. That's a dead end. I believe arrow? Not even needed. Save it. Pipe's gonna
do it, buddy. Keep on hitting those creeps. We're gonna need you. In the meantime, though, they're just going to have to forfeit a lot of towers because every single time they show up to defend, they're caught by the initiation of Zai or Puppy. Puppy, in fact, is going to have an even better initiation quite soon as he's going to be getting a Blink Dagger as opposed to like Meteor Hammer that we would commonly see for Train Protect.
Team fight than I expected, but ultimately they're so far ahead, I think it's just fine. And they can always go back
look
for
at
it.
this. They're going to finish up Roshan and get the Moonlight Shadow initiation. So not only do they get that Aegis, but they're going to get some free kills for it too. As Boom, he's got to get out of here. Matamba Man, his all-physical damage build isn't the greatest, but it looks like, what was that, an arrow?
Yeah.
Nice. Catches Toby, so they get 2. And Viking GG still holding that 1 kill that they got.
But look at what the Entrance Spectre doing, right? As this happens, Spectre's like, yeah, I can finally recover. But he's just now approaching Secret's tier 1 bottom. Like, they took a Roche and a team fight. He's yet to deal tower damage.
Oh god, that was 1,000 damage crit from that fast tier 2 tower.
I think you want to do it before 20 minutes whenever possible, just because the outpost. Less about the XP boost. You get more denying it from the enemy supports. And poor Celery.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
And a high ground miss. That'll allow him to survive, but Shad, he's getting quite low here as he tries to dive past the tier 3 tower. Puppy with really good overgrowth, catching multiple heroes, and boom, he is outside of his base and he can't run through. Nisha's actually going to be a little bit low until no. He's bailed out by Zai and everything's fine. Secret are all mostly healthy unless Boom actually blinks back in and finishes him off. Managed to get the kill on Nisha, gets a second kill on the Dream Protector as well. Okay, 3 kills in total now, making a 4. Zai's going to go down, and Shad, he's going to clean up on this. Matamba Man, he loses the Aegis. They're going to surround him, and he'll probably die too.
sick.
How did that just break down?
Was that just a buyback on the Ench?
That was not very much buybacks from Viking GG.
Just a 10 armor swing. -5 for you, +5 for all of us. And when you consider just how hectic these team fights are going to be, you just can't get an item that's more value. Puppy almost found a teleporter.
The roaming band of Visage familiars is going to find a kill on Aramis.
What are you even supposed to do?
Pretty sure.
I'll trust you. They're hunting. Spectre Haunt is prepared.
Boom leading the way. Blinks in. Immediately gets the stun onto the Visage, and here comes Shad. They're going to try and blow up Nisha as quick as possible. The Stomp is going to be able to stop these familiars from getting out the damage. Earth Splitter, it's going to land on Nisha as well. Pulling him back in. The Moonlight Shadow, it actually allows him to dodge the Dragon Tail. Where was the counter detection? Shad, stuck inside the trees, will be able to dagger his way out here as Zai actually turned around and put the clumsy net onto the Spectre for a second, but Spectre did manage to get out. A last second Nova is probably going to make it so Secret don't feel good about pursuing here.
Yeah, so those have got to be your opening targets.
No, that dagger. I don't think it was where he wanted it to be. He got stuck in the trees as a result. Now, boom, he doesn't have a way to cut down the trees. Quelling Blade still in his backpack, and as he gets revealed, he'll die as well. And all of a sudden, the game was looking all right for Viking GG for a while. Then back-to-back core deaths, and Secret are able to siege the high ground just like they were doing 5 minutes ago.
Yep, you could tell. Secret, if you want to teamfight Secret, you're going to have to do it on their terms, and it's just so tough to catch them off guard here because Viking are forced to telegraph their moves.
This dragon form, it's going to be wasted unless Secret actually choose to engage Burrow Strike into the air. Nice chain stun there. Spectre's going to pop the ultimate. Yapso taking a lot of damage in that back line, but immediately the birds triple drop onto the Spectre, and all of his offense gets stalled. Now Zai's going to go back in with that epicenter. Boom's trying to help him out with Matumba Man right now. The Glimmer Cape goes out on the Spectre. They actually don't have detection, but it'll be revealed eventually, especially with the overgrowth. A drop of a sentry. Zai comes through. Nice two-man Burrow Strike on the two supports, and they get popped.
And that's what I love. Look at Secret's HPs, right? Almost everybody faded to about 50% there.
Yeah.
GG's come out, and I love Machi's position. He just stands there between the Spectre and the rest of his team. And yeah, you Venom ults him, DK shows up, but he just BKBs. Like, they're just too far ahead at this point. Like, a clinic, really. How to take an advantage.
Ember is going to be the primary utilizer of the Heavenly Grace, at least in the mid game.
Are we still leaning 4-position Yaps or Wind Ranger after seeing?
Yeah, I've seen it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out myself, and I just feel like I never get enough use out of it. So I have to imagine that's just one of those things where team synergy-wise, they just give him a lot more opportunities to refill. Good first blood there from Secret.
Yep, he's went for the triple Wraith Band on Matsu, so he's very strong in terms of right click. And
Nisha, nice dodge there with the slight.
that is the trouble with Spirit Breaker versus Ember.
Yeah. And a bit of trouble here for Toby, though the Flame Guard burned away. So he's got the Reaper Sight, but Shackle Shot comes through, and wow, that was enough. A nice bait there from Nisha, setting Yapsor up for the kill.
I can't believe he got that. In this case, Yapsor probably just asking, just, you know, give me a ranged hero with a good set. Gotta have the skin upgrades. And buy MKB.
Same kind of archetypes everywhere. Zai is going to be playing, you know, who's the off-lane DK at some point in time, Underlords, Omni Knights.
Yep.
You know, he's going to be that big team. Zai doesn't want to be sticking around in this lane against Shads, knowing that he's got Chronosphere up. And the Chronosphere is going to be used here. See if they actually get the kill. Looks like he's probably going to have a chance to get up Purification, but it's still going to be chased down by the Spirit Breaker. Aramis.
No
Hoping
bashes.
for a high five. No bashes from anybody right now, but there goes the shockwave from Boom to take the kill. Meanwhile, though, top lane, they made...
Being rapidly encroached upon by his 4-position Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
No surprise there. Level 6 available on Puppy, so why not push this mid tower?
They're going to go for the dive back on a Boom. Boom actually getting the skewer on Nisha into the tier 2 where Aramis is there to connect with the charge, but there's too much heal coming out from Zai. They're gonna have a hard time finishing off any of these heroes with Zai around. Like, how can anybody get low enough to get a Reaper Scythe in the first place? And Toby's gonna find himself overextended here, as the rest of his team is not here to join and protect in defending this tier.
Towards the bottom lane as Nisha runs through the jungle. Love that high ground ward. Makes it so much simpler for them to play the map. And hey, Zai again.
Zai just seems to, it's something about his personality too, that I feel like he can do these sort of plays and always put himself in danger and always draw a lot of attention, but this man will never tilt.
No. I mean, he's played with, hang on one moment.
Easy TP out from Aramis, but it's not going to be so easy for Celery, who's just eventually going to die here if Boom needs to do something about it and tries to skewer him away from Celery, but Sleight of Fist just does too much damage. Now, they do have the Void coming in. He's got the Chronosphere. He's going to try and go for a surprise pickup. Okay, never mind. He didn't even try for it.
They just...
Zai do this in several different patches now and with several different heroes. And I know it's not this simple, but I would almost be tempted to always ignore Zai. Because he's so effective at just being able to bait out like really big rotations for a minor kill. Aramis, he does go down. Toby going to be in some trouble as the relocate going out from Celery is actually going to cut the tether and instead use it, bring Toby back to the fountain. Oh no, he's going to have to use the Chronosphere to be able to survive through this, but he didn't grab Nisha in the process. He's able to kind of loop through, time walk away, but Puppy, he could drop the Golem if he wants to. Nisha wants him to as he dives in, hits it with the Purification, the Golem follow-up. Celery comes back in from the relocate. The tether save, is it going to be enough to bail Shad out? He's only got 2 levels of the time walk, so he's got to cut his way through these trees. And there's Matumba Man able to block off his exit with those frosty arrows.
The discipline from Puppy there.
Able to play this draft. The execution they're hoping for means they are looking like just a bit lost now at this point. His Secret is just going to kind of run back and forth between lanes and find kills here. Still got Ghost Shroud up. Toby can start dodging some damage, but he doesn't get it off before the shackle.
There's just no spells. You don't have Chrono, so Shad isn't a Dota hero. He has a Midas. Like,
insert Viking GG a little bit better because it feels like as soon as they're kind of behind, they just run out of damage. We talked about the damage problems from game 1 as well.
Hard to say.
Oh, okay, they're going to be able to get on top of Matumba Man here. There is going to be saving grace from Zai. He's got Divine plus a little bit more heals. Aramis is in trouble as Yapzor is going to be able to run down underneath the tier 2. Relocate back out as Silence on top of the shackles. Shad's going to be low. Yapzor misses out on the shot there that would have finished him off, and Shad is able to get away. Boom. Not quite so lucky, though. Toby actually made the skewer back in. The Reaper Scythe underneath tier 2. Nice combo from Viking GG that allows them to finally bare their teeth and bite back against Secret, who was kind of running them over. Oh, we can really win some team fights, and then Secret's just going to hit their like second timing and kind of run things over.
The thing that was unfortunate is that Zai's GA, it saves his Drow, but they weren't able to actually deal damage during.
Yeah. Zai gets skewered back in, but that is just a beautiful Golem plus Fatal Bonds combination. They all got to run away, but the damage is going to come in from Nisha. Already takes out the IO, and the Fatal Bonds will make sure that Boom does a fair amount of damage to Aramis as well, who gets sniped out by the Shackles power shot combo.
See a pattern here, Cap. A couple big ultis used from sweep. Force Viking to the other side. Once you know they're in base, we'll go run at them.
They've got some really nice defensive vision. Shad sees all of these heroes coming, but I don't think he got out of the way in time. He's going to turn around, start banging on Denisha before he time walks away. Relocate out, so this will probably cost the IO his life, but...
He's had really nice timing on those. You notice, like, the reload's out, the tether comes in maybe quarter second before the reload. Very necessary when you're playing against all these quick stuns, like the Shackle, the Golem that could come out from the Warlock as well.
Right.
Or economic warfare, rather. Waged against Viking here. They're going to know Mag is here, and Yapzor, hello.
Pretty big kill. Aramis is actually going to come in here. TP out, that's not going to be good enough. The multi-shot will bring down Boom, and they do have another Shackle shot, so Aramis makes it a double kill for Matumba Man and Nisha with his solo double.
It's the Drow and the Wind Ranger afraid for their lives if they show on vision, because they might just be charged reload on.
Toby, he's got a Lotus Orb, so he can quickly remove the Shackles, but he's going to be caught by the Shackle shot. Yapzor.
Yeah. It's got to be Shad doing that.
Aramis is going to go for the pickoff here on a Puppy, and they should be able to get this rather quickly.
If he got that Golem Fatal off, could have been real spooky.
Aramis Aramis. Oh, such long-range damage, but fortunately Celery's there. He's been 21, just trying to draw things out and wait for a mistake from Secret while trying not to bleed too many heroes. And YapzOr, he goes for a kill onto Aramis, but they've immediately relocated onto him. They're gonna be able to get this kill. They're gonna punish YapzOr for that kind of play, trying to do it solo too. That is a wicked 6 streak and the extra death timer on him.
That was really funny. I would have liked real spooky as the game gets late.
Yeah, same goes with Guardian Angel, right?
I'm actually checking that because I didn't know if I could say that confidently.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's any dispel now.
Yeah.
Killing spree.
Was it GA that's undispellable now then? I think, oh no, the Grace isn't, the GA is. Better. This next big fight, they got the charge of the ideal hero.
Trying to track down Puppey. Oh. Gonna cancel out on the charge, a little bit scared. The Bulldoze, oh jeez, that physical damage so much, and look at that from long range. The initiation comes in, but it's denied. The Gus stops the Void from being able to get in there. He doesn't want to pop his Manta just yet. Unfortunately, he'll be able to heal everything up here, but missing Aramis, I think they feel like they're gonna have to just wait and let Secret start banging on Roshan a bit. And try and jump in last second, but Nisha's not going to try and give them that opportunity. He's going to be disrupted. He's going to get in Viking GG's face. Jumps away before the RP can land. Shad goes into the Roshan pit to check things out. Roshan at half health. He gets the information he wanted and gets out.
Aramis is respawned though. We've got to remember Sandberg's Spirit Breaker rule. Never stop, never stopping. Really well played by Puppey though to get the upheaval in the choke point. You can see Viking just can't collapse through that area. This is a really tough place for them to fight if they don't open on Puppey.
They smoke, another blind jump in. Roshan is low, but Secret are making sure they don't overly commit. And Shad, he may actually try and fourth it. Roshan a bit low. Shad getting bashed up by Roche. At the same time, they found their initiation out of YapzOr. That's a pretty good kill, but he got off the win run first, so they're gonna have to blow everything they can to hope to be able to kill him, and they should bring him down. Staying back inside the Roshan pit. Roche goes outside of the pit. The Chronosphere goes out. He uses it to try and close down Roche. Can he still get the Aegis? Oh, they missed the kill, but they get the Aegis. That's the important part. Now Shad has that extra life, but he's gonna abandon the rest of his team because he looks at this and says, this is a terrible situation. I've used my Chronosphere. Let's just try and get away with the spoils of war. Sadly, Toby and the rest of the supports are not going to be able to have the same mobility options as Void.
On Drow?
No.
Mana pot. Deceiving.
Or mana potion. And a lot of long ranges. They have the telescope as well. So this Drone Ranger, and from very far away, boom. It was given the cheese from the Void, but it may not matter. BKB going off, gets the skewer back, but Nisha and YapzOr combined together, their damage is just immense. A charge through onto the Drone Ranger. Shad is going to go for it here without the Chronosphere. He's looking for some kills, but look at him. He's just being kited around constantly. Time walking off the damage over and over again. Celery's going to try and bail him out here, see if they can keep that ace alive. They will not. But if they can kill Nisha here, it would be massive. Skewer back in. Self-fuel Scepter. He's got a Remnant coming up in a second, but his silence goes out. The Reaper's Scythe, and he's down. Dead in the grave. And dead for 2 minutes, too. At that, Team Secret. A rapid retreat now, but a time walk. Forward, dilation, slowing down this Dro Ranger. Shad, if he can keep up on it. Buyback coming in from the Ember Spear. Celery trying to help out this Void to go on the RP, but he got silenced. The Gus goes out. Matumbaman, he takes out the arrow, turns the damage onto Boom, and a shackle shot comes in from YapzOr. Locking down Shad. He just cannot get his hands on any of these heroes. And finally, as he does, he's got Toby to help him out as well. But Matumbaman, he's looking so tanky now. There's no help, and Shad has given up on this, but all of his friends are dead. Toby's gonna fall, and Shad, he'll make his way back to the base, much like he did before, but it's such a cost. It was 1 lane of barracks before, and now it could be 2 as Secret. They've got
maybe 3. No buyback.
Maybe
either
3. They've got the Chronosphere. Shad, he's just gonna kind of go for it, but every single time he approaches, it's a shackles, it's a silence. There's always something there to be able to slow him down. Now, Matumbaman's pretty far forward here. Shad, not gonna go for the Chronosphere just yet, but they're losing their buildings pretty quickly. He's gonna have to just throw it out soon as he's trying to beat on Matumbaman. There goes the buildup. That's gonna be Megas. Finally, he does throw out the Chronosphere, but he's been Yule Scepter mid-chrono. More damage coming in, a shackle shot that. He's totally dead, and Shad's just doing nothing at this point. His physical damage just looks pathetic against the power of Team Secret as they will take another 2-0 against Viking GG. That makes them 8-0 against this team now since their loss to them at ESL 1 Los Angeles.
It's just so cool to watch, Cap. Like, they're just so good. Ultimately, Viking, they have opportunities to win this game,